Hello and welcome to Productivity Nerd, a podcast all about getting shit done, hopefully in an elegant way that doesn't leave you too broken. In our crazy worlds, we're all about balancing the need to work enough to make ends meet, enough not to annoy our bosses, but also enough that we feel like we've done enough, which can be a whole different psychological and emotional ballgame, along with the human need to rest and stay well. Plus, on top of that, we'd quite like to enjoy ourselves, maybe just a little bit along the way, spending quality time with those we love. I, for one, love hearing about how people get that balance and work more efficiently so they have more time to do the things that they love. Hello and welcome to Productivity Nerd. I'm Kathy, and today we are delving into what I think of as a relatively new phenomenon on the block, gamification. It's everywhere, isn't it? You can't clean your house or do a psychometric test for a new job without coming across something that is meant to be fun. But apparently there's some science behind this lunacy. Specifically, it is meant to be a way of hijacking your brain's reward system so that it actually wants you to work. Because let's be honest, some tasks are just, the ones, invoicing, filing, cleaning, hoovering, unless you're Claire. But what if we could trick our brains into liking them? So here we have gamification. That's right, we're talking points, rewards, streaks, maybe even a little leaderboard action. And why? Because our brains love a win. Even a tiny imaginary fake win can give us a real jolt of dopamine, that feel-good neurochemical that says, yes, do that again. It's like that sneaky thing we do when we write a task on our task list when we've already done it, just so we get to tick it off. It's that little feeling. So the theory is good, but what can we do to make that practical in the real world? Let's have a look at a few ways of doing it. So, number one, make a points system. So you can create like a simple scorecard for your tasks if you can be bothered. That's, an admin task, 5 points, big move on a project, 20 points, get into inbox 0 in a day, 10 points, whatever you like, really. And then you set a weekly goal and you track your progress. I mean, it all sounds a bit like a spreadsheet to me if you're one of those types, but why not? But you could do it in ClickUp, you could do it on a whiteboard, you could have a bullet journal, whatever you like. Stationery, always important to my mind. Or, you could go really nuts. You could create yourself a poster with my points and put gold stars on it. Why the hell not? Don't judge others. If they need gold stars it is. If it works for an 8-year-old, why the hell not? Love a gold star. Number two, use streaks. So we've talked about these streaks and chains before, and I went down a whole Fleetwood Mac thing, and I'm not doing that again. But there is a whole mini pod about streaks and chains. And the idea of this is straight from the kind of Duolingo school of guilt-powered motivation. Pick a daily habit, whatever it is, writing, meditating, and just keep the streak going. The longer it grows, the more it hurts to break it. And you're emotionally attached now to this consistency. I have got, as of today, 500 days on Duolingo. So there must be something in it, right? Although I do swear that my Spanish is still completely terrible. I mean, is it as bad as it was 500 days ago? No. Can I speak Spanish, read Spanish, or listen to Spanish particularly competently? Still no. But and nobody has got over me asking for cold milk and Gran Canaria and, basically bringing the place to a halt. God knows what I said. And number three, celebrate the small wins. So don't wait until a big project is finished to give yourself a high five mentally or in real life. Reward yourself little and often. And that might be, a posh coffee. It might be a 5-minute YouTube dance break, or giving your dog a cuddle, or pretending you've won a Grammy and interviewing yourself for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter, whatever it is, whatever makes you feel good, because rewards train your brain to crave the work. You're not forcing focus, you're incentivizing it. And that has a kind of a positive cycle effect. The more you do the thing you say you're going to do and you reward yourself for it, the more your brain trusts that you're the kind of person that does what you say you're going to do. So it's like a virtuous circle of, I say I'm going to do a thing, I do a thing, my brain goes, yes, you are going to do the thing, and I get a reward when I've done it. And the whole thing, just all of a sudden you'll find that you're achieving more and feeling less stressed about doing it, I would say. There's probably a whole mini pod in that trusting your brain thing. I think I will Write that down. And number four and final, Pomodoro the shit out of things. I love a Pomodoro. You know me. Look, I even have, I'm dinging it on, for those who are listening audio style, got a little ding. Oh, it's going to tick and going to ding and go off really badly in a minute. If you're on YouTube, here's my Pomodoro. But if you are up against a really gnarly, horrible task, reframe it and make it like a level in a game. Why not? Set your timer, doesn't have to be a tomato, for 25 minutes. Go full on, hard. Do not deviate. Do not move from the task at hand. And when the timer dings or buzzes or beeps, either you've beaten the boss, you've beaten the enemy, or you've made massive headway into the big job, and you can then carry on at a later stage. And either way, that's progress, right? You've either finished it or you've got over that hump of starting it. And why not add some high energy music if you like that? I mean, it depends what you're going to do, right? I've got a playlist called Kick-Ass Cleaning, and that works for me, but it wouldn't help me write a blog in any way, shape or form, right? Pick your tools for your task. And you may have listened actually to our episode on Rue Day's book, Getting Shit Done. We talked a lot about the power of a ticking clock to motivate you to work at full pelt. She does her cleaning to like an hour's timer or a 2-hour timer. And honestly, I think it's great for cleaning. It's great for physical stuff. And it's great for powering through things that you can do with a bit of oomph. I am somewhat less convinced that it's going to work for creativity or for very deep thinking where you need a more mellow mindset. But pick your poison, right? Give it a try. It might work for you. Nobody knows. Stephen King writes full on to thrash metal. Who am I to judge what works for different people and their productivity? And if you're someone who thinks gamification sounds silly or not serious, I say, why not? Let's be silly and not serious. Stickers are fun. Dopamine doesn't care if your system is sophisticated. It cares if it's fun. And if you remember our episode that we did on feel-good productivity, actually we have to do this work. There's no escaping the work, more or less. So let's make some fun ways to do it and make it more enjoyable for ourselves. So here's your challenge, nerds. Let's gamify one thing this week. Just one. See if it changes your energy around it. Add points. Start a streak. Reward the heck out of a small win. And you might just trick your brain into falling in love with your to-do list. So thank you for listening. Until next time, remember, life is too short for boring. Let's make it a game, and may dopamine ever be in your favour. See you soon.